Baker was good, was good. Baker Breaker was groovy. Time to take up, hold up on my director's seat. Yeah, I'm about to conduct a movie. Move me? Huh, that's crazy. I'm statue-like and amazing. Hold on, man. No, it's amazing. Hold on, man. I'm crazy. Swayze as such, roll up the Dutch. Never really happened to get too much of a hold up. Wait, pull off the endo on the hutch. No, it was a BMX. Let's flex. You here, I'm here. That's context. And let's not take it out of content. He set up a tent. He camping. Well, I mean, it's a vacation if we out in the Hamptons. Stamp it to get the authorization. That's a letter, a message that was deported or moved across the nation. Patience, it'll arrive in a moment. You know I'm zoning. Let me go ahead and split this Dutch open. Welcome to my home. And no man, no woman, no cry. That was said by Bob, a dude down in Jamaica. I feel there's some sort of elation. Sorry for the compilation or misunderstanding about the occupation that I be doing. Staying cool with the rhythm and never ruin the moment. Hold on, you know we zoning. Wait, don't rush, let me go in. It's a problem if they don't know him or know her. 4-leaf at the hat, 4-leaf at the fist, 4-leaf in a blur. What? Misfortune for those that try to step into the witch's brew and get themselves a stir. Be it him or her, the whole pot get cursed. I meant the crew, the plot. Yeah, you end up in the worst section of horror. Oh shit, that ain't my old shit, it's new shit. I'm freestyling like I threw a stone at a window. Add the effect, cause tomorrow it's a broken venue. You wrote something? I'll respond to that and then send you. Nothing but proper salutation. Welcome back to my station. Yeah, that's off the top. Wow. And I hope they ain't hating. I make that last minute shot with my words as if I was Gary Payton, no faking. There was an open spot. Nah, the shit was vacant. Hold on, wait. It's dude from Kyrgyzstan. Hold up. About to go to bed 12 a.m. But I just got notified you started streaming, so I wanted to say hello. Oh shit. Catch me as I flow. And today is Wednesday, so good midweek to you, bro. I think I did that. This is that adult, cool ass fuck the hell with the kid rap. And it wasn't Kyrgyzstan, it was Kyrgyzstan. Kyrgyzstan? Never even heard of the place. They probably never heard of Ace. See, that was off that new beat factor we was talking about last time. I never heard this. It just caused me to rhyme right off the bat. Like, hold up, wait. Let me bless the track. Appreciate that. Yeah, I decided to pull up, roll up, put some smoke in the air, and then get up out of here. I know of Boron. Oh, okay, that's where he's from. Okay, yeah. And that, aren't they doing a new one? I thought I saw a trailer for a new Borat. That's an actor that made his own character, right? And it worked out. It was pretty cool. Right. Angry. Yo, it's funny. I haven't played that game in like a week, or maybe over a week. I've been locked in on the Assassin's Creed. Oh yeah? And you haven't been to the States yet, right? Or have you? Have you ever visited the States? America? I tell you, save up $4,000, buy a ticket, hotel stay for the weekend, do some shopping. Yeah. Hey, save up 45, $4 to $5,000. You don't have to save it up if you already got it. But man, a plane ticket, 1,200 round trip, maybe. I don't know. Hey Google, how much is a round trip ticket to Germany?
I don't know, but I found these results on search.
I know they lying. I know they fucking lying. Hey Google, how much does a flight from the US to Germany cost? Hey Google, how much does a flight from the US to Germany cost?
I found a table on the website booking.com that probably has your answer.
I was right. It's like $1,500. Average round trip price is $1,500. So you know what I mean? Get that out the way. Then you still got, another 3,000. If you get 5, then you still got another 3,500 for your pocket. 500 for a hotel stay. Get yourself a nice hotel. It doesn't have to be 5 stars. It can be for that price, depending on which one you deal with. Just make a weekend of it. And then you'll still have $3,000 for pocket spending money. And that's good enough. You can buy a bunch of clothes, you can buy, a bunch of shit. And you'll have what you need for your meals. And so forth and so on. That was damn good. Yeah, I had a great time in Amsterdam. Serious? Damn. Better delete last comment before uploading video. Why? For what? You're just telling the truth, if that's how it is. Now, who's this? UWU. What? Gender is a girl. Oh, yeah? Like that fucking mattered. Nobody asked. But being that you feel the necessity to join a live and pronounce your gender, good for you. Still don't really care. I know. You're just looking for over-involvement. If I were you, I'd go back to lurking. But I'm not you. So do what you do. Sis, what happened to hello? Girl got game, entered the door, said nigga flow. Said, bitch, what? Said, you called me a nigga, I called you a bitch, but we brothers and sisters, so pass me the cup. Do it run over? Or is it half filled? I ain't half stepping when I do what I do, I keep it real. You pop the red or the blue pill? Ew. I'm stuck in the matrix, take 6. If you really was looking for 7, you know I used to be back on that jackpot. That's my sis, what she got? The brother of the reverend. Give me the salute. I'ma keep it on like it's supposed to be from the head in until down to the toe. You still got them shoes by the damn boatload. Truck, hold up, wait, supply and demand, what for? She just looking cool at the door. That's my sis. Girl got game. What's going on? You ballin' ass femme fatale. You came through the door wrong. Now you can't be right. Glad you came through. Alright? Bars. Huh? So I ain't wanna be for I'm glad you know what I mean? Glad it worked for you. You know what I mean? Off the top. You came through the door talking about rock. What's good with you, sis? I finally got the dope bar roll hooked up. I got two more moves to make it out here. But check it. And I can't stop thinking this motherfucker being Scooby-Doo since you said it. But yeah. Scooby just chilling and shit. Hey Bruno. Alright, you see, fuck what's going on. We out here chilling. Space Invaders out here and all that. You gotta slide back through on the night live. He's lit in here with the lights and all that. From time to time, sometimes, like right now, that's recorded. I should go back into my lives after they're done and edit just where I'll be freestyling and put that in a specific playlist. I should, but I never do.
AI-powered workflows.
I never
every
have.
piece comes together to compete for
I might.
championships. Smartsheet helps drive the future of racing.
I might just do that. Somebody once suggested I should go back and edit all the arguments I had with people and title them and shit. I thought that was funny. Well, maybe I'll go back and edit all the times I'm freestyling and just put that in a playlist. The terms and conditions of rapping. Call it the terms and conditions of rapping. Terms and conditions of hip hop. Giving definition and proof and meaning and fact to what I have up there that I wrote 16 years ago in my title about my description on my page. Yeah, I might just do that. People look. I know. I almost fell in love with it. I fell out of love with it though, you know what I mean? I don't know. I haven't been there in years. My PlayStation 4, your niece has now. And she ain't going live with it. She playing Cyberpunk and Uncharted and all the other games that I had on the, I had a whole damn library on the PS4. I handed that down to her. She ain't even want the 5. No, I'll take that. Okay. So, and that happened 2 years ago. And probably 2 years before that. It's been about a good 4 years. It's been about a good 4 years or more. I ain't been on the Playroom tiles. Not me. But this is that's where it all started though, right? Truly. Sony made the deal with YouTube. So that's how, it got here. I started going live on my music page. Just like, all right, whatever, this shit cool. We good. Just want to chill. We chill. Pass the time, we pass the time. You want to argue? Oh, you want to argue? All right. We'll see how long that lasts. Give you your proper accolades. We've been family. We've been on the family and friends program for an entire 10 years. And ain't had nothing but a mishap. A misunderstanding. You remember that misunderstanding? I do. I ain't gonna bring it back and all that, but And it wasn't my fault, it never is. It wasn't my fault people was hating. People was loving the drama, trying to cause some drama, make some drama, create some drama. No. But all good though. You amongst the people that I respect from this platform, from this whole journey. Never flip, never flop. Think of all the love we knew. Your smile, your touch, your gentle ways. No memories that haunt my days. And you've always given, as I attempt to do for others, you've always given me positive energy. So, big bro, never forget. I can't forget. It's one of my gifts. I have the gift of memory. I didn't know it was a thing. Like, no cap, it's a whole thing. This is what was relayed to me. I went through all the Xavier schools, Professor Xavier schools, special children and all that. Apparently, I have the memory of elephants, so I don't be forgetting nothing. I couldn't even forget if I wanted to. And I've flipped it. I've used it to my advantage. If I know you, just know. I know everything we've done, everything we've said. I ain't forget nothing. And every time I see you, or anybody like that, that whole file pulls up. Okay, who's it? Oh, hey. Yeah, this so-and-so. Yeah. 7 years later. Any day now, it'll be 7 years. 7 years later, sis. I've been rolling off of something you put me on. I ain't forget it. Me, yo, big bro, you do this? Nah. You should look into this. Alright, I'm gonna get out of check. I ain't got nothing but love for you. Always and forever. People that try to get under my skin, try to get in the way, I honestly give no fucks about. The people that helped the way, that was there for the way, that's with me along the way, I got nothing but respect for them. Yeah, and I'm not buying music. If anything, I'm making music. But again, I've always been that way with the music. But honestly, a lot of my people didn't even know. And I put the jokes and the humor on the forefront, on the front line. Let's tell some jokes first. Oh, that was the microphone. Okay. My ninja locked in. So, but back to it. It's not my fault. Your motivational conversation like that movement. Should take a look around like. Should take a look around like Pacino in Casino and he performed do it. And it's all just music. That's definitely an East Coast beat, for sure. I mean, I've been out here for far too long, if you ask me, but I still don't fuck with West Coast beats. If you put on one of them, you know what I mean? Wheel motion type beats, I probably won't say nothing. Yeah, I told you, you might have forgot. I'm not super interested in, taking things to the next level musically and all that. Them days are over. It's just a hobby. It's just a cool thing for me. It's been that now for, Jesus, an easy 9 years. I ain't in search of anybody's deal, But, yeah, much appreciated. And sis, if you didn't know, you know. I just be fucking around. Silly with it. seriously silly with it, you know? Ha ha. Aha. Me and wifey was talking about that yesterday. But as much as I'd like to even answer the question for myself, I can't. Not just yet. Your niece, she's got another year to go in high school. This is it. She's in 11th. She's in the honor roll. She just took her SATs the day before yesterday. She has is it?
Quality takes time. And we're in no
4.5 GPA or 3.5? I don't know. 5 points away from whatever the highest GPA is to have. Hey. Or half a point, actually. If you... Let her finish out school. That's the reason. That is one of the reasons why we stayed. School here, even with the state's crazy history, school here has been a better option for them. So we were literally talking about that yesterday. So ask me that again another year from now. Right now, I couldn't answer that. I don't know. Right. I feel what you're saying, Baker. I mean, that is the way. And yeah, sis. That's the decision I'm always gonna make. Whatever's, for the best. Whoever better suits. Because if it was, me being just me and me being selfish or, whatever, like not caring and acting like a whole call, then we'd have been back. There's plenty of shit here that doesn't appeal to me. But in the same, on the flip side of that, there's plenty of shit here that benefits, that has benefit and difference from New York. Example one. Back home, I couldn't sit on my patio porch practically nowhere, I'm pretty sure, on live with a whole vault with weaponry in it and be in my legal rights. Couldn't do that. I don't like that. I've become accustomed to that. Like, okay, cool. Back home, I'm red flagged. they're gonna have New York SWAT kick the door in or some shit. So there's that. You see, back home, even though she's cool on the matter, they don't have a law that would allow us to do what we can do here, as far as that goes. So, you know, home protection is important. I mean, it was one of the reasons that I moved out here initially. And everything's turned out good. I miss the food. I miss the, you know, the clubs, the fast life, you know, everything's moving, never stops. I miss all that shit. I do. I haven't traded it in for fucking peace and tranquility and silence. I haven't. It didn't. No. But I enjoy the peace, tranquility, and silence. You know. See this thing right out there. Hey, per report from my people, I ain't missing a goddamn thing. And they give me the same suggestions, pretty much. Nah, you good, man. I got brothers that tell me I made it. You made it out, you good. What you want to come back for? So I guess everybody trying to leave now. You know, after I done left. Now the move and the trend is to leave and shit. Half of my ninjas did it too. But no matter, I guess, no matter where you from, man, you always love home. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Don't use tagged beats. Invest in yourself. Purchase the lease or exclusive today.
Well, I know this much, right? I know shit hasn't got better since I left. It's got worse. For whatever that means. I come from the worst. I'm okay with the worst. I was always cool with the worst. I walk around happily in the South Bronx, Harlem, Brooklyn. I don't know. Thought I was gonna fucking die of boredom out here. And I made that mistake. You can't go somewhere else and expect it to be where you come from. I made that mistake though. I came here looking for New York. And have been highly disappointed ever since. You know, something, you know. Their city is like a little outdoor shack. I thought Albany was bad. Well, see? Then you feel how I feel. But it's like I said, it's mixed emotions. Like, I do and don't. 2-3 times out the year. Every year. I'm like, yeah, I want to go back home. You know what I mean? If it's just a visit or da-da-da. And I never do. I have yet to.
Never ever stop reaching.
Simply because I know.
Your home.
Simply because I know. I know me. You may not. You may be getting to know me. I know me. If I go back home, I mean, if she thinks she's here about complaints now, I don't want to do it to her. I don't want to do it to her. And I'm an extremist. It's everything and nothing. So right now it's nothing. And everything is for them. If I even go back for a visit, just a visit, she will never hear the end of it. About how much I, you know what I mean? It's not working out here. I don't like it here. What the fuck? Where we at? I'll be going off. So what do you know? Be more the Grinch that I might already be. You know? I mean, the cost of living is the same here. That's the crazy part. That's what's irking me a bit. Like, hold up, wait. Motherfuckers ain't even got nothing going on like that. And these are the same prices I was paying back in New York. But because of the weed and all that. Hey, babe. Come inside. They bumped up the, they price gouged the rent and all that. And I did the same thing. I look back at the block I grew up on, the house I grew up in. The area was already cool. Hey, buddy. Did you have a good day? Yeah? Okay. Close the door behind you. Close the door behind you. 2.5 mil. That's 4 blocks from the Barclays Center. I was gonna ask you where you at. I grew up right in between Gowanus and Wyckoff projects on Warren Street. Now imagine if I could go back and buy my house, would I? Hell no. And picture me trolling you back. I see. I wonder. Have you changed and grown as a person? I just wonder. I wonder. But by the sentiment of the fact that you wrote 3 letters yesterday and then again today, I'm also on the side of wondering. Nah, I don't think so. But okay. free PM to you. Huh? My best friend lived in Fort Greene. Mm-hmm. I used to play in Fort Greene Park right there. Huh? Yeah, right across from the bridge. What the fuck they call them shits again? The Den Pack. My Den Pack was in Fort Greene. Yeah. It was a 10-minute walk from me. 15. Right? Straight shot. Right up Nevins and Bergens. Right into Atlantic Avenue. Just keep going straight. Fort Greene. The next 2 blocks. Yeah. We literally grew up within the same 5-mile radius. And don't forget, Brooklyn, the planet. That's funny. I don't think we ever spoke about that. Okay, yeah. .490 Warren Street. You know what I mean? Literally, one of only 3 blocks that separated Gowanus and Wyckoff projects. I don't even remember the other 2. I considered it ours. I don't remember the names of the other 2 blocks in front and behind, but Warren Street sat right in the middle of 2 projects. Yeah, I swear to God, I was scanning my brain like, huh? Why didn't, okay, well that explains the whole motherfucking chemistry, the cool factor. Yeah. I stopped myself, because I stopped to think about it. I'm like, I don't like to be wrong, but you gotta be fucking kidding me. I've known you for 10 years, more than 10 years. I'm just finding out you live down the block from me and shit. We grew up down the block from each other. I've never known where you was from. That ass. I thought you was Midwest or somewhere, Carolina. Wherever you are now is where I thought you were from. And I don't even remember where you at right now. I never really calculated that too heavy at all. You just my sis, you fan. You good. Gotta be kidding me. But that's what's up. Makes all the sense now. That's why I was wondering, I'm like, where you getting all this energy from talking about don't go back? You know what I mean? What? What you know about it? Oh, you from there too? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Good enough. Good enough. That's better than visited. I don't. I mean, I respect it. Yeah. I don't really validate anybody off of visitations and shit. No, I've been in New York. I visited once. All right, cool. That's what's up. Yeah. Now, if you've lived there, all right, cool. And you said for some years, and you got people that didn't even last a couple months. And you lived down the block from where I grew up. Fuck you mean? We good. And so did I. Funny enough. I lived in Union City, in Jersey, for a year. And it's alright. It's just not. It's not New York, at all. All right, Bacon. Stay safe, stay smart, stay up, man. I'll catch you on the next one, partner. Remember, Friday. Music request days. You said what? Right. I knew it was something. I knew you was out here. I knew you was in the West. Midwest or whatever. Okay, as soon as you pass Chicago, it's just west to me. Ain't no reason to even put mid in it. Ain't no Mid-East. There's the Middle East. I want to be different. It's the West, that's it. Yes, sir. What time is it? Oh shit, it's still early. But yeah. I don't know. Ever since COVID happened and people was threatening to set off nuclear devices in Times Square, I figured maybe it's not a good idea to go home. Might just want to sit back for a little bit. Sit this inning out, But definitely have to see what happens this year. And for all of what has been, and behind the reasoning and all that, it's all good. That's actually the cool part. And this has played into that. Made a lot of good relations. Came to a lot of good understandings. Had a lot of good laughs. All that is complete opposite of the other plan that I had when I got here. So, like I said, as it's played out, I'm cool with it. I could have been in Oklahoma, Iowa, wherever. It just happens to be Colorado. So the fact that they legalized the weed shortly after I got here, it made it all that easy too, though. Look, it took New York fucking 10 years later, a whole decade later, like, yeah, I'd have been pissed. I wouldn't have been happy back home. That was the other reason. That was another reason too. I remember thinking, that's a whole whoa. I got access to 500-600 plus strains, and I'm gonna leave that to go chop it up with somebody talking about this is fire. They don't know what the percentage is. They don't even know what I'm smoking mystery weed. Nah, we can't do that. So that became my personal reason for staying. Yeah, it's legal now for what? What are we doing now? Almost 2 years? Maybe it might be the 2-year anniversary coming up. And for what I expected and what I see, I'm not impressed, personally. Yeah. Did it? Yeah, he did for a second. Yeah, I do. Remember the first time I got high? Yep. 2 million blunts later, I still remember the first time I got high. And it's never been the same. Weed to me now is like a cigarette. And I quit cigarettes over 10 years ago. All right? I have my little 1-2 smoke sessions throughout the day now. I'm good. Versus way back when I was burning for 9 hours consecutively. Remember? Start live at midnight, finish 9 in the morning. Waypoint. Salute, sir. First time you got high, 1976. I was 2. Well, I was just answering your questions. You're not going to share this one. $1992, I think. Yeah, first time I got I just got out of the group homes. You want the story, all right? I had just got out of the group homes. I was on my own, still attending the school that I was attending when I was in the group homes. So I'm on my own. I can do whatever I want. Got my own place and all that. The girl I was dating at the time, who was additionally my cheerleader on all levels, Came over. It was because of her. So I found this in my brother's room. You want to smoke? They were pre-rolled joints. I don't know. It was some bright orange, green stuff, kind of like stuff. The same stuff I'll be rolling up today. But then after, like, I don't know, 5 minutes, I was feeling the effects, right? But the effects hit me different, and like we were walking, and it seemed like it took forever to get to the end of the block. Like the block just kept fucking continuing. Like, one of those endless hallways that they show in a depiction in a movie, in a film, that, the person never get. That's how that felt. I also felt like fucking Flash from the Justice League. Mind you, I'm running track at this point in time. I'm like top of my physicality and all that, sports and everything, and I'm just like, all right, I hit this, and I would make a move and stop, and I could feel frequencies. We talking about being high vibration. I could literally feel frequencies. I thought, like, and my skin felt like sand. I remember, like, what the fuck? I felt like the Sandman from Spider-Man. I couldn't push through my skin, but just on the top surface, felt like I was playing with sand. And I'm like, okay, this shit different. Shit cool. And then the other thing, and this was her own fault. We were walking, and I turned and looked at her and started laughing. And she's like, what's so funny? Her face became distorted, and she looked like a pig. And I was laughing at it. And I told her. And, she got mad. Stop laughing. You gave me this shit. But, yeah. That was my first time, upstate New York. 19? Yeah, I was definitely going with the win. This trying to strip from the paper. Yeah. I was laughing at her. And I wasn't normally prone to be laughing and shit, and I just couldn't stop. She got mad about that shit. But I countered all that because, hey, you gave me this. What the fuck you mean? What you mad at now? Where's the rest? It's some good shit. Yeah. Immediately, I think, I don't know, like within the months, started listening to fucking Metallica, started listening to heavy metal and just rock in general. Like I went from listening to Public Enemy and Nice and Smooth, EPMD, LL Cool J, Slick Rick to Metallica, straight up. I don't know if the weed had anything to do with it, but so shortly after that, left the country, went to Paris, Like, because I went to Paris in '93, was over there, and they have hashish. I have some here. Specifically for the reminder. And this is what I smoked for 7 years. No weed. They don't have weed in France. They do. And this is their weed. Hashish. And you mix this with the tobacco. That's how I picked up smoking cigarettes. There. I wasn't even smoking cigarettes here before that. I started smoking weed. Burnt this for 7 years with trips to Amsterdam. That's why I always brag about it in a way. Like, yeah, no, I've been there 18 times. Yeah. Because that was the only place in Europe you could get some weed. I had asked my stepfather about it. Don't you guys have a place over here where it's supposed to be legal or something? Yeah. He walked me right to the train station. We bought a ticket. You know I got on the train, right? 3-hour trip. Let's go. Cool. So, came back. Usual, rigmarole in the streets. Yo, where is it? Yo, I got that fire. Right. Until 14, 15 years ago, arriving here, and they made it legal, and then, boom. Fast forward to today, we're good. How's that for the story? Huh? Ooh, and I left out all the parts of times that New York City locked me up for this, but yeah, I'm a completely free man and free to smoke as much as I want here. It's crazy. And they're the Westerners. I thought New York was acting all Western and whatnot. Nah, they cool out here, for that matter. And look how many other states have fallen in line. I'm glad you appreciate it. I mean, it's story time you're looking for. Sis, you know I love you. With all that's left of my heart, there's a lot left, so. I think I had to burn a blunt for every day they might have had me locked up back home. With weed involved or some other shit. No. Actually. I don't know. The hashish is it burns a lot slower. Right? Weed is flower. Hashish is, it's flower as well, but it's concentrated pollen. Burns a lot slower. So it's enjoyed more, if you will. I mean, it's more expensive. A gram of hash run you $35, $40. $35, $40, you can get 3.5 grams of flour. Or even more, depending on you. 40, shit. Where you go, you can get 7 grams. I mean, yeah, it's still, you know, it's not anything super next level and no shit. It's just compressed hashish. And depending, and you have different types of hashish. Like this is like Afghanistan, Afghani. So you gotta burn it. You gotta heat it up. You don't have to burn it, but you have to heat it up and then break it off. Like you see how I showed you it's solid. I can like throw that off the table. It's not gonna fall apart. You have other hashish that's like pollen, and they can get it into a form. You get it into a solid form as well, but like the moment you touch it, it starts to break under the pressure of your fingertips. Like it's super sensitive stuff. Hashish is compressed pollen. Try it. And then there's the other, like Moroccan hashish is like Play-Doh. It's just like Play-Doh. You can like, make a circle out of it, whatever. Just like dough. You can press it and roll it out and just, lay that amongst the weed. You're good. Chop it up. That's just cool. But yeah, for 7 years, I was just burning that. Because I can tell you, France, no, not one time in France did I ever find Kush, some bud. Nope. Like I had just started, there's a whole story behind that. I had just started smoking weed predominantly before I went there. And so when I got there, I asked around, where to smoke at? But this is in the middle of the night of Paris. I asked this African brother, cool. And he's like, all right, right this way. And we walking for a few blocks, and I'm thinking to myself, this ninja trying to set me up for the okie doke, right? Fuck we going? Where we going? I figure out he bringing me to the dealer. Okay. We get there. Mind you, I'm looking for bud. But he asked for the bread. I understood, that much. Yep, all right, cool. 50 francs, which was $10. American $10. I said, cool. And he gave me that. Gave me this. Put this in my hand. I was like, now mind you, this is good for a good six months. Work. And I didn't know. He put that in my, I swear to God, I was ready to fight. Nigga, what the fuck is this? And he realized I didn't realize what the fuck it was. And he took the shit. And then at the same time offered me a cigarette. I'm like, nah, I don't smoke. I'm good. I want a cigarette. I want to know what the fuck this is. You know what I mean? And he rolled up a whole fucking baseball-sized blunt with rolling paper and burnt this, rolled up one, gave me that, and then gave me the remains as well. And I was like, oh, okay. All right, I see what you just did. All right. I lit that. I swear to God, by the time I made it across the street, like I lit it up standing on the corner right here. And I'm like, you know, all right, we good. I ain't finna, you know, sit here and get high with y'all. Good looking, you know, I'm out. By the time I got across the street, dead ass, I felt like I was walking on the moon. Every step I took felt like, but you know, if you were walking in the pool underwater, you know how you, like the gravity was crazy. I was like, all right, we good. Back to feeling like Flash or somebody. That's what's up. Yeah. Two days later, when what I had bought from him was done, I walked into the kitchen. My father's cigarettes was on the kitchen counter. Camels. I swear to God, I picked one right up, and I was smoking cigarettes. You know what I mean? So that's what it seems like. I don't know. The wind picking up for sure. At the bottom end of this came out. I'm gonna let it be. It's cool. Just the bottom. But at the same time, it's all good though. Yeah, you hear that, right? Sound like one of my drones firing up or something. But I get to see, you know what I mean? Everything stays intact. So storm all at once. So, any more questions? But seriously, that's why the whole passage of live streaming and, you know, smoking worked for me. And again, I've never felt that way again from that. Like you said, your comments earlier, they must have had some magic shit in it. My stuff. Because even when I stopped, I don't know if you remember, but I stopped for 115 days, a little over 3 months. Right? Almost 4 months. I was expecting that. I was like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? You see, because it was New Year's. I was like, yeah. And it didn't happen. I was like, okay. And even times that when I had got off papers, it was times I wasn't smoking. I was like, I'm about to smoke again. And see, you know what I mean? See, get that flash effect. Oh, no. So, I don't know. Is it either magical weed they had back then, or some shit you don't get back, you know what I mean? Like I said, it's become somewhat of my cigar, if you want to make the shit fancy. Not that I'm aware of. Tornadoes now. No, they just be having weather changes. Freak weather changes. Like, okay, see, it just seemed like it was about to be a windstorm. Now the sun coming out and it's all good, you know what I mean? Or not. But, you know what I mean? You just have weather changes up here. They don't have any ocean. And since it's all mountainous, you know, I don't really get too many tornadoes. You get fires and shit. Wildfires. Wildfires and mountain weather. Yay. Don't get me started. I miss what everybody hates. City life. But it's all good. Right. Shit like that. Exactly like that. It was like that for the past 2 weeks. Today's the 16th. Spring is celebrated off the 1st, right? First week of April is spring, right? Yeah. 30 below, 20 below. Like, hold on, wait, whoa. When the hell is winter finna be over around this bitch? Like, never. We winter when we want to. I miss scorching hot New York City summers. Fry an egg on the sidewalk and all that kind of temperature. Like when it's spring, you get spring weather. Summer weather. Here, the motherfucking compass and the dial and the forecast be all fucked up. Motherfucking, you ask the weather forecast, they gotta break out algebra equations and shit because they don't know what's gonna happen. There's a chance of everything today. On any given day here. You'd swear we lived by an ocean, because as soon as the sun go down, it's fucking cold as hell around this motherfucker. I literally got 2 space heaters out here with me. Effectively so too. We good. I sat out here one time, tried to, brave the elements and the weather. Man, shut this shit down. We headed straight to Home Depot. Man, let me see what y'all got for space heaters. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't mind going back to Florida. Yeah, dress accordingly. Hoodie with a, hoodie with an over jacket, just in case. Damn place be having my sinuses acting up. I don't know if winter's over, it's finna be winter again. And then they be having a nerve. Summer, when summer arrives, they have Indian summers here. What in the hell is an Indian summer? Well, in short, it's just a short summer. That's all. It's just an Indian. It's just gonna be about, we're gonna get about 4 weeks of good sun, and that's it. Shut it, pack it up. It ain't finna be nobody's long summer or none of that. Yeah, see? I could deal with that. And then the only reason I ever left Florida was because of the hurricanes. I then got in touch with my inner New Yorker and realized I wasn't built for this shit. I don't know what they got going on. Everybody boarding shit up and whatnot, and what y'all prepared for? You know what I mean? Goddamn war or something? What's going on? I found out. Yeah. So, nah, we headed back up north. We ain't got to worry about this kind of shit. And like I mentioned earlier, that was something I was looking at when I left. 2 weeks after I left, New York had its second or first only fucking hurricane. Right, served the whole damn city right. I was up here like, That's right. God came through and flooded places and what have you. Right. God got me out here up in these mountains. Y'all getting flooded. Oh well. God works in mysterious ways. So there was that too. Then, follow through with the dude that was threatening to set off a nuclear device in Times Square. I might not want to go back just yet. Let's not be so hasty. Things are happening that have never happened while I was there. So I heard. I found it. I found it. So many things at so many levels, but I found it funny that I left Florida because of that. I did. Oh shit! Yeah, the weather's good. Everything is city life. I did. But this shit, nah, I ain't built for this. I'm out of here. Catch y'all later. Haven't been back since. Not even for a visit. And then I left my state in anger. I was coming back to raise certain hell. But I was happy that seemed like certain hell had been raised in my absence. Oh, y'all motherfuckers dealing with a hurricane, BT. Buckle up. Look at me. I stay moving out of the way of the hurricanes. Ain't near hurricane could reach me up here. They ain't even got an ocean. If America ever flooded completely, this would possibly be the last standpoint. We up here. If you look up in the clouds, that's where I'm at. Like, the clouds look reachable. They are. I can put a drone in the sky and in 5 minutes actually touch the clouds. Like, we're really just in less than 5 minutes. What we talking about? 5,380 miles, something up, above sea level. Y'all just above sea level. A little bit. I'm not lying. I remember that myself. And then I remember thinking, yeah, you know what? Because if you might have forgot, Big Bro, an Aquarian. So, water god here, hey, nah, do damage, but leave grandma alone. You know what I mean? I don't want grandma to have to suffer nothing. And she didn't. And that's when it sat right in the middle of the harbor. That thing could have went off and just went crazy. It sat and died out. Not before flooding. A lot of sectors. By the way, Grandma lived up on the 24th floor in the executive towers in the Bronx. She was good. She was good. No broken windows, none of that. All the chaos was going on downtown. I wanted Manhattan, the entire island, to get a cleansing. And whiptail about back up around the Bronx. You know what I mean? Just Ma lives on the island. She lives in Manhattan. They've always been talking about that the levees in New York City, Manhattan, are under a lot of pressure, and if they ever go or break, down goes the city with it. You'll see the Statue of Liberty water up to her motherfucking elbow and shit. It'd just be the torch. Just, okay. Right. See, you just, like I said, y'all just above sea level. So. What was that? What was that, 2012? 11? 10 or some shit? I hadn't been here for too long at that point. And I'm like, yeah, God and karma are raising hell in my absence. Exactly. So burning down weed in the mountains has become the cool pastime. In the meantime. See? Now it's completely calm. But the point that I like is if there was all that, and the shades I installed are still installed. Hey. I don't have to adjust anything. Everything's cool. Beyond putting the clips back on this piece. I'm just waiting for the wind to calm down fully. Likewise, sis. I was feeling the same way. I noticed my time these days is more limited. I have less and less time. But yeah, good chopping it up with you, as always. Until we have the time to do so again next time, stay safe, stay smart, and stay up. Mm.
There's a woman once who asked me what my Indian name was. I said, it's Greg. And she was so disappointed. She was like, no, it has to be Red Eagle or Two Rivers. There's a woman once who asked.
That's just it. Mm. So let me get up out of here. And I was gonna fly the drone today too. Get a windstorm out of nowhere. That might put a damper in the plans. Maybe tomorrow. So, Waypoint. We'll catch you on the next one. Stay safe, stay smart, stay up. Enjoy the day. I got some errands to run. So I gotta run. Okay. Yeah, that's one of the things I gotta do too. I gotta run Bruno across to the park. But yeah, catch you guys on the next one. Peace.